People give you ear, so I be sublime. It's enjoyable to know you in the concubines. Niggas, take off your coats. Ladies act like gems. Sit down, pity and styles, you recite these hymns. See, lyrically, I'm Mario Andretti on the Momo. Ludicrously speedy or infectious with the slow-mo. Heard me in the 80s, JV's on the promo. Him, I never in the quest to get the paper on the caper. But now, let me take it to the queen side. I'm taking it to Brooklyn side. All the residential questions who invade the air. Hold up a second, son, cause we almost there. You could be a black man and lose all your soul. You could be white and good, but don't prep the road. See, my shit is universal if you got knowledge of Dolo or Del myself. See, there's no one else who could drop it on the angle. They're cute at that. So, do that, do that, do that, that. Come on. Do that, do that, do that, that. Yeah. Do that, do that, do that, that. I'm bugging out, but let me get back cause they're wetting niggas. So run and tell the others cause we are the brothers. I learned how to build mics in my workshop class. So give me the sword and let's not make it the last. We on the road to
go, 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 go. And on the count of 3, go, 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 go. On the count of 3, everybody run back to your fantasy. Now, go, 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 go. And on the count of 3, go, 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 go. And on the count of 3, go, 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 go. And on the count of 3, everybody run back to your fantasy. Now,
she was up bad, the type at the club niggas would grab her. Fantasize when I had her in the bathroom sweating with her ass up. The body of a dancer. We had chemistry cause she was a cancer. Thought forever it would last for, but forever move faster. So I had to. Still I got the pause when I think about her in them drawers. And ooh baby she liked it raw. And like rain when she came and poured. And like a car that I can't afford. I would want it then want some more. The positions our frames explored let me know she was secure. Back for more, I wanna
go, 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 go. And on the count of 3, go, 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 go.
Them bullets are flying. Who said it was a lockdown? Goddamn lie. Oh my, time heals all, but you out of time now. Judge gotta watch us from the clock tower. Little tear gas clear the whole place out. I'll be back with the hazmat for the next round. We was trying to protest and the fires broke out. Looking for the secret agents, they be planted in the crowd. Said it's civil unrest, but you sleep so sound like you don't hear the screams when we catching beat down. Staying quiet when they killing, but you speak loud when we ride. Got opinions coming from a place of privilege. Sicker than the COVID, how they did them on the ground. Speaking of the COVID, is it still going around? Won't you tell me about the looting? What's that really all about? Cause they throw away black lives like paper towels plus unemployment rate. What, 40 million now? Killed a man in broad day. Might never see a trial. We just wanna break chains like slaves in the south. Started in the north end, but we in the downtown. Riot cops try to block, now we got a showdown. Down.
I hereby declare this to be an unlawful assembly. In the name of the people,
you should have been downtown. The people are rising. We thought it was a lockdown. They opened the fire. Them bullets was flying. Who said it was a lockdown? Goddamn lies. To downtown where I got popped with the rubber bullet tray. Got it in my name now. I'm a shooter. Never understand why they do it. Someone cut the channel off the news before I lose it. I ain't even tripping. If you with it, then we lootin'. Let me put this Louis in the back of Suzuki. Oh, he had to break it down so smoothly. They gon' say it's not about race, but we moving.
Oh, I'm marking off some chapters right now, man. You don't play with this guy.
What should play now? Any given day, I'll be in the pulpit. Say a little prayer, matter of fact, I need to. Ooh, won't he do it? Won't he do it? This ain't 92, so we in the new rules. Yeah, we got hips, so we dilute the projects. About to hit with there with my little cousin Marcus.
Join. Oh, it looks like ATL's in the building.
Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Gilondoloze, Ambenami, Zungangishilana, Jerusalem, Ikayalami. Kilondoloze. Ooh, ambenami.
This is big, man. I went to 2 weeks of African dance.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah. I did. I don't remember all of the moves.
I'm in what kind of a level will make you want to forget her? We watch the Panther together. Now we work under forever. Break up or never. You leave me under the weather. Blue tick, return to the sender. Move it, return to the sender.
Know yourself. Pick a struggle. You and I. Boys they hustle. Show yourself. Boys they bubble. Who we be? Wakanda forever.
Why are you running?
This one I do with the jabata. Me, I no get time for the jabata. Dada cover my face, calling me la bada. Biggie man, we know we
You know me another pretender from start to the week to the weekend. Footwork like power. If you get the mic, don't me. I want to get a yacht done.
Sheep don't run with lion. Snake don't swing with monkey. I can't talk for too long. Got too much go to try on. Sheep don't run with lion. Snake don't swing with monkey. I can't talk for too long. Got too much go to try on. Jealousy, don't you jealous me? That's that jealousy, Don't you jealous me? That's that jealousy, Don't you jealous me? That's that jealousy, Don't you come for me? Baku, minu, yenko, ava. Baku, minu, yenko, ava. Baku, minu, yenko, ava. Baku, minu, yenko, ava.
Oh, dogu. I beg me then talk, we go give any action. I be the grandmaster, salute the commander.
Wait, I hope Omar is singing this.
Everlasting melody.
Omar, I hope you're reading the chat. I hope you're reading the chat.
With it comes a lot of memories. Of days so long, they stretch from Sundays to Sundays.
Omar used to be an exotic dancer.
Nice so good, they will bring out the Sundays.
I never worked against the wall. It didn't work out. He came back, but it would have been.
Dance away your sorrows. There's always tomorrow. Holy water. Take your chance in the water. Wash your hands in the water. Come and dance in the water. Stories told in the water. Made a roll in the water.
Go uptown, New York City, beer. Some Spanish girls love me like I'm out Buddha. Tell Uncle Luke I'm out in Miami too. Clubbing hard, fucking women, they ain't much to do. Wrist playing, got a condo up on Biscayne. Still getting brain from a thing, ain't changed. How you feel, how you feel, how you feel? 25 sitting on 25 mil, I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Rest in peace, Mac Dre, I'ma do it for the bay, okay? Getting paid, we'll holler whenever that stop. My team good, we don't really need a mascot. Tell Tune Light One, pass it like a relay. YMC and B, you know more YMCA. Me, Franny, and Molly Mall at the cribbo. Shot goes out to Nico J and Chubb, shot to Gibbo. We got Santa Margarita by the leader, she know even if the leader, she know even if I'm fucking with her, I don't really need her.
Chef's kiss, she's a treat. Ooh, she's so bougie, bon appetit. I'm a savage, attitude nasty. Talk big, but my bank account match it. Hood, but I'm classy. Rich, but I'm ratchet. Haters kept my name in their mouth, not a gagging. He say the way that thing move is so moving. I told that boy we gotta keep it lowly, me the room key. I done bled the block and now it's high tunchi. I'm mood and I'm moody. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty. Hacking, stupid, what's happening?
Are you ready to thing?
Yeah. Hips tick tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans.
I feel like I'll get
and that
cursed
B
by my
stand for
ancestors.
bands. If you wanna see some real earnings, baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low with this wine. Texas up in this thing, put you up on this gang. I be parking my frame, gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you don't feel my pain. Please don't give me hype. Write my name in ice. Can't argue with these lazy basics, I just raise my price. I'm a boss, I'm a leader. I pull up in my two-seater, and my mama was a savage. Got this here from Tina, I'm a savage. Yeah.
Classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, acting stupid. What's happening? What's happening? I'm a savage. Yeah.
We're gonna start with that one and then we'll jump into the rest.
Okay, this would be a good sing-along. I don't know if people know the words for this. I think I'll put it in the room. You know any of them? Mumble them. Don't worry, we want to hear you. Sergio, quickly Google the words. Hold it till you don't remember it. But you had a moment. It was a very long moment.
Didn't I know it was love? The next thing I got was you holding me close. What was I gonna do? I let myself go. And now we fly through the stars. I hope this night will last forever.
I already knows it. Like it down, man. And then trying to figure out if Shaka Khan and Nas are related.
It's been so long. I knew just what I would do when I heard your song. Fill my heart with this. You gave me freedom. You knew I could not resist. I needed someone.
Wait.
And now we're flying
do
through
it.
the stars. I hope this night lasts
Do it, Derek.
forever. Ain't nobody loves me better than makes me happy, makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better than you. Wait one night to bring it to me. Can't believe I'm the one. I was so lonely. I feel like no one to hear. I must be dreaming. I want this dream to be real. I need this feeling. I make my wish upon a star and hope this night will last forever. Ain't nobody loves me better than makes me happy, makes me feel this way. Ain't nobody loves me better. Ain't nobody loves me better than you. First you put your arms around me, then you put your charms around me. I can't resist this sweet surrender.
I used to roller skate to this song.
My nights so warm and tender,
Rollerblade this man.
staring into each other's eyes. And what we see is no surprise.
Fred, let's go.
I'm fucked up, homie, you fucked up, but if God got
Who know
us,
this
then
one?
we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright.
Sergio, I know you know
We
it.
gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. right.
And when I wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down. One Mac 11, even boom with the bass down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Painkillers only put me in the twilight. With pretty pussy and Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like, Lord knows.
One more label try to stop me. It's gonna be some dreadhead niggas in your live beat. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me. Just another day at the pick up on the mail. They gon' channel riding through the street. They be like they go. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want no problem with me. Just another day at the pick up on the mail. They gon' channel riding through the street. They be like they go. If I tell you, say I love you, oh. My money, my body, now your own, oh baby.
They make all their joints move at one time.
30 billion for the account, yo.
No Nigerians on there.
Versace and Gucci for your body, oh baby. No do, gotta for me. No do, say that, oh. No do, shakara, oh.
You know what, Rico?
No do, gotta for me, oh.
Yo, everybody, give it clap signs, emoji signs for your DJ Rico Frederick, please, everybody. Beat KHP. Listen, I know some people in their houses be like, I should have brought my flag for this. I should have been ready to wave and jump. Rico, we probably can make our own soca song. We're just gonna only use. We don't even need that many words. We're just gonna call it wave and jump and wave and jump and wave and jump and run. That's gonna be the only words in the whole song. You'll never know we're missing words. You just need wave and jump and wave and jump and wave and jump and run. That's gonna be the whole of the tune. You're gonna smash, man. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. Listen. All right. First off, I'm very happy everybody's here tonight. We have some dope poets. We got Rico, we got Tandy Caesar, we got Sergio, we got Sunam, we got Derek Weston Brown, we got Omar Holman. Now look, tonight, I know a lot of people who may have seen me at the New Eurekan, or you may have seen me somewhere. Generally, we do a poetry slam, but this is not a competition. It is not at all a competition. There is it is a global pandemic outside. We do not need to compete with each other on the computer. We can actually just say poems and enjoy each other's company without being like, I'm better than you. Yeah, this is just, how about we just share art with each other and laugh and have a good time in this unprecedented time where a reality TV star is our president and a global pandemic is trying to take us out. You know, it's not a bad thing to just say some poems to each other. And look, I went through like all my content to figure who can I put together, and every poet I put in this show tonight was an aha moment for me. It was like, aha, yeah, Sergio, oh yeah, Derek, yeah, and it's like, Sanam, of course, oh my, it like literally all of this like hit me, like, you know, I don't know, I don't have a sports reference for it, but it would go here now, right? It would be like I was making free throws or something. I was shooting all the free throws and I was making them in. That's not how I generally play basketball, though. I'm not but that's how I would understand it. Okay, so look, your first poet coming up to the virtual stage. You heard him DJ. Rico, are you DJing from the same computer you're streaming from?
Yes.
We are in the future.
Plug on, please.
What? I wouldn't have believed this. I would not have believed this when I was in high school. This would not have made sense to me. All right, listen. Your first poet, you heard him DJ. Everybody give the clap or emoji signs for Rico. Frederick, please, everybody.
Yeah. All right, this is a short one. Thank you again for the evening. New Eurekan, always a pleasure to be a part of the New Yo. It is an honor to be here. And big ups to my man Omar. That book is fire. Get that book, people. Fix your life. Fix your life. So here's an oldie. Not done, just through. Like a noose on its day off, all I did was hang around. Strangled me some sunlight, swung through a lazy day. Me and that hot Caribbean sun, we got a thing for each other. Lord knows I ain't been well for a spell. Arms low like fishing with a bucket. Sick and tired was my grandpa's bone to bury. The only story I had to tell, done told on me.
Everybody, emoji signs, hands, jazz hands, emoji signs. I went and got some emoji signs that look like, you know, some brothers was doing it. Some black man hand claps up there. All right. So look, thank you very much, Rico. Appreciate it greatly. All right, wait, it's 10 DC's way. Are you here? I don't see you anywhere. 10 DC's way. I don't see 10 DC's way. She's not here. She's late for a show that starts in her house. Okay, listen. You ready for the next poet? Let me hear you say, yeah. I can't because it's on mute. Just do your hands like this. All right, everybody. Give the emoji signs. We have Sergio Jimenez.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up?
What's up?
How's it going? It has been really tough trying to write through this pandemic, but I got 2 poems for y'all. New shit, unedited, raw, first drafts. So I hope y'all enjoy. This first one, just a content warning, suicide attempt, and it's just talking about systematic oppression. So I hope y'all enjoy. Starting off heavy, here we go. All right. I would rather be a fool stuck in the hood than to be wise finding a way out. Out of those who are wise, only a few make it. The others go insane. My brother is afraid of heights, yet he challenges the rooftop. My brother is a gambler. He bets he can reach the ground before I reach the stairs. The stars are demanding. My brother lays down on the roof's bedrock, a bed he did not make for himself. The systems, the traditions, the culture teaches us how boy becomes man with money, with cars, not living in his mom's house. And this is what makes us wise. I want to get out the hood becomes a mantra, and we praise those who've made it out the way we praise God, jumping high with our hands up as if God is reachable, and God, he is silent when we need him most. Like celebrities who've made it out the hood are silent when we need them the most. My brother is in an ambulance, not injured physically. He never speaks to me or mom or any family, but tonight, the EMS worker is a therapist. I've never witnessed a rose bloom so wide. He opens up. I've heard that my brother and I are identical, but I've never seen it. I've never seen the resemblance until now. In the evaluation room, we are watching a talk show on TV. My brother is thinking of writing a letter to Oprah to get us some money. My brother's a gambler. That tells me he is fine, which really means he is mentally stable enough for the doctor to let us go home. My siblings and I always joke about who's making money or who's helping mom with rent or who has the best clothes. Like, haha, the system that has us both stuck is being nice to me. I tell my family, no more jokes about money. No more jokes about who's sinking in the quicksand faster. This becomes one step closer, not to making it out the hood, but to making us live longer. Word. Thank y'all for having that space for me. Facts. Interesting enough is anytime something like an experience happens, the poem doesn't come until like 3 months later and stuff like that. Just gotta like digest it. The second one is an ekphrastic. I was in a workshop with Anthony McPherson, and we were looking at a virtual museum. And so this exhibit was an exhibit inspired by the Black empowerment movement from 1960s to present. And so they had one of the things they had up there hanging in the museum was a sleeveless black shirt that said, "This ain't your mama's civil rights movement." That's what it said. And so I wrote an ekphrastic to that after the shirt. I wonder if the deodorant scent survived. How many miles of hugs this shirt has. How many friends pulled into the chest. How many dried tears on the shoulders. I wonder if a fistful yanked this shirt once. Maybe uniform, maybe an angry, scared parent. How many times this shirt was or was not intentionally worn. Stop worrying about where the sleeves went. Worry if the body survived like the shirt did. I wonder how the cotton feels. I wonder how the cotton feels, being hung and watched, parts ripped away. I wonder who sold this shirt, and if they were able to send their kids to college with the profit. Word. Thank you so much for holding this space. Thank you for having me, Jive. These are rough drafts, but I'm excited to see where they go.
Hey, thank you, Sergio. Thank you very much for sharing that work with us, man. And look. Definitely update us on how it develops. You right? You know, brave enough to share new work with us. First drafts, rough drafts. People find it so easy to get up there and say well rehearsed, well polished work, but very rarely people want to take a risk and do something new that they're finding their footing on. So thank you very much, Sergio, for sharing that with us. All right, next up, Sanam, are you ready? Sanam, let me make sure your video is right here. Everybody, emoji sign, clap it up for Sana.
Hi. I thought this would be easier on Zoom, but my heart is beating so loud. Thank you for holding this space with me and listening and bearing witness and sharing and feeling. It helps me to open a reading with a rhyme because I think it reminds me that poetry is play, even though it's like hard, dark work. It keeps me close to that. And when I listen to poems, I like to sometimes close my eyes because there's so many distractions, especially on these screens. And I feel like the poems have images and they need the blankness of a canvas. So I invite you to close your eyes with me if you feel comfortable. And you've seen me already now. So this first one is a place I'm pretty present in, having just come back to this country. It's a rhyme, and it starts with me smoking a spliff. I hope my mom has no way to see this. Okay. High as a flight of stairs to the roof, a fighter pilot jet to the moon. High as they fly in the tents of Peru, no parachute or pair of shoes, just soul to soul. And what's absolute, I'm tired of this not American attitude, this elite fleet altitude. They've poisoned all the passion fruit, passing by the passing views, eyelids glued to evening news, even odds, always abuse, a gun, a game, a tightened noose. I count the days, I frighten too, the red of blood's a heightened hue, the sounds of screams, a chosen few, while rich kids sleep and babies cool, wake to breakfast, toast and orange juice, while kids in Gaza turn mist and morning dew. What else then can a morning mother do but kiss the face they burst into? What has the human race twisted and reversed into? I ask the mirror, I ask the screen, I beg our God to assess the scene. No use, no use, they aim at faith, shoot up our mosques and preach higher hate. Aimlessly, they shoot and shape a coffin for a little face, split into, spilt into the morning milk. Hopes a song a sister sings as her brother's casket sinks and sinks. Do the little bones rise and fill the wings of birds at our windowsills? I'm done with this American dream. I've tired of its eloquent scheme, this gentleman power regime, this money-hungry coward team, pressing nations down to smoke and steam. Gaza, Chile, Bolivia, Kashmir, 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 Kashmir. I come from a place. I come in peace. Okay, thank you. That was the first one. I was gonna do two more, but I think I'm just gonna do one more. And it's a love poem. I feel like those are necessary right now. And it feels really beautiful and lucky to have a love that, along with another person, I'm also continuously giving myself over and over. So this is for my deep green love. It's called Nothing Will Sketch the Newness of You. Feel free to close your eyes if you want to. Nothing will sketch the newness of you, pulling shoestrings from dayshine, pulling on your boxers, your masks. I ask you to keep wayside. When I come, I wash. I watercolor and air dry. You keep granola in mason jars. I imagine years hanging on clotheslines, certitudes with small wingspans. You keep memories and I keep count. You keep looking at me like that. Childhood spun sideways like sundaes and bracelets of ice cream, cone splattered sidewalks. I, Labrador in you breeds. We sleep fuck and capsize. I brushstroke and brushstroke and brushstroke. Go on, say it. You mean the moon to me. You bring flowers when you come. I smell them in your thigh beds. You petal me forward. I stop breathing. Sometimes I stop wanting to, but you, your sidewalk, your runway, your sweet sputtering engine, finger-tipped and lonely, still filling its lungs with daybreaks and lunch breaks and smoke breaks. You, smoke swayed and laughing, curling me to fist seeds. You husk me bright green. I palm you like a basketball, and you watch me do push-ups because my jock bro is so sexy. You softly, gently nudge me towards skylight. I bird, I plane, I boy, I girl, I rocket through my bodysuit to bloom, milkweed and hydrangea, a bouquet of your favorite roses in whichever color they can't grow, so we can plant them in our garden of bed sheets and birthright, where freedom roams naked, bare-breasted, painting the wind. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. There you have it. Sanam, after you do poems like that, you got to be like, and like stick the landing, like, because that is definitely like you stuck the landing moment. That was dope. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I really like what you said. You was like, listen, man, it is a time right now where we do actually need love, right? Like we need each other. We need hope. We need happiness. There's so much sorrow, and sometimes we just need to remind each other that we are important to each other. Thank you very much for sharing that. All right. Ready for the next poet? Emoji signs, claps, or nods, or jazz hands, or whatever we figured out to do together, because we have Derek Weston Brown, everybody.
Hey. Hopefully you all can hear me. Greetings from the DMV. And thank you so much. Jive. I appreciate this. When I got you kind of hit me up, I was like so excited. And this is just a new frontier. All this poetry on Zoom and technology, I still find it really amazing. And sometimes I'm like, oh, Zoom, my mom, who's, she's a older woman, as we say, and I'm not gonna tell her age, but she's like, don't you understand? She said, you are doing stuff that we used to watch in the Dick Tracy comics. Like you're talking through your watches and you're talking through screens. And so I always think of that and chuckle. This piece is called We Can't Have Nothing. I wrote it in 2015, days after the Dylan Roof shooting of the Charleston 9 in the church. And I posted it and it went out there and people took up the poem. And then it recently, and everything going on, it got picked up again. And recently was, I filmed with Al Jazeera Plus and they sent the poem out there and it's still doing its work. I wish I could retire the poem, but not yet. Still got work to do. So this piece is called We Can't Have Nothing. We can't have nothing. Not our skin, not our peace, not our sanctuary. Can't have nothing. Can't shop, can't swim, can't walk home, can't pray, can't worship, can't have candy, can't sit in a car with the windows down, bathed in base with friends, can't be a free Black girl, free Black child, free Black boy, can't have courtesy, can't ask for help, can't have nothing, can't get the benefit of the doubt, can't get called by the names we want to be called, can't sit in a church, pray in a church, have a church, mosque, temple, can't have nothing, can't have a nice day, can't have an uninterrupted ride home, can't have a day where you don't have to look over your shoulder, can't have nothing, can't have a day where you know without a shadow of a doubt the people you love will come home alive, can't have nothing, can't have a day when our everything isn't in question, can't even die without an assist, can't even have a proper burial, can't even have a memorial that goes untouched, can't not be followed in a store for a block, for a mile, for a day, 4 days, 4 years, for life. Can't even get an isolated incident, can't get an acknowledgement that the race card is manufactured, store-bought, and made from our skin, can't have nothing, can't be a disappeared Black girl found safe and in time, can't get a disappeared Black girl's name read on air, can't have an indictment, conviction, blah, 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 can't have paid leave, unpaid leave, break, stop, can't have nothing. So that's that one. And quite as kept is there's an additional, I've been adding to it since 2015. So the poem is actually a lot longer, but this is the version that I generally share. So as the poet Tony Medina would say, when you're reading something, you got to balance it out. So this is a poem about poets. And this is what happens when poets get together with wine and they just start talking. So this is called Poets at a High Table with Wine. We're at this high table and the party is winding down, and it has been a while since I've been at a table of poets, and there's 5 of us, 4 men and our sister poet, who brought the baddest 2 bottles of Birdie that would make your taste buds blush. And the talk turns to love and Black love and black and white love, and the seesaw of black fates and faith in this day and age when analog is a whisper to digital and all things are touchpads and swipes. And maybe it's because of the wine, or because we know each other as well as we know our stanzas, but vulnerability takes the sixth chair at the table. And we're all talking about perception and relearning and reprogramming this trash dance we're taught, where both parties struggle to lead. And then that specter of self-doubt that rides black men like the hag creeps into the conversation. And all of us speak on the struggles of worthiness. And our sister poet Melanie nods her head at the tragedy of it all when insecurity becomes a mask and then a prison, and men never reveal their real selves. And suddenly the need to maintain becomes self-sabotage, and possibility becomes ash, becomes absent, and unreturned phone calls. And I speak on my own reconstruction and how I have learned to get out of my head when the doubt fills my ears like a turbine engine's roar so loud that I miss the simple things, the simple asks of women. And Melanie says, this is the other reason why we have to believe women, because they truly will tell you what they want and need from you. And that need is as fierce as my own need to feel safe in the company of a woman and admit it. And who knows where the conversation went after that. There was a pause and more wine. And like all poets do, we paused, then filled the space with open, fresh words. Thanks.
Everybody, Derek, please, everybody. Derek, if you look in the chat, man, I was trying to tell him, I was like, I told y'all, watch this. You wait till you see this, man. Listen, thank you very much for sharing those pieces with us, man. Hey, I saw you rock that piece at AWP the first time. And they security. Remember that we all in the cipher doing the poetry?
The protest cipher, yeah.
Yeah, imagine that, a group of poets being the scariest thing these security guards have ever seen. Like, they rushed in on us with tactical gear and can't have nothing. It was a serious thing. But listen, that poem stayed with me ever since, man. And thank you very much for sharing it. Thank you for sharing all of your pieces. Thank you for agreeing to do this too, man.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Look, so now we have your I've been telling you about this guy. Probably if I talk to you about poetry, right? If I talk to you about poetry, I mention this guy often, right? This guy and Tongo Isaac Martin are names I say all of the time. I say Tongo, I say Omar Holman, I say Roger Bonerigar, I say Mahogany L. Brown. He don't believe it. He's shaking his head no. But it's true. It's true. I don't lie. I'm not gonna lie about this. I won't lie about this. He is the co-founder, Omar, all right. You're the co-founder of BlackNerdProblems.com, right? That's right. You just Entertainment Tonight. Did you just co-host Entertainment Tonight? Is that right?
ET Canada, you know what I mean? Fuck America right now.
Get it right. Call me a liar if I'm lying. I told you about this guy. Omar, you were the New York Grand Slam champion, was it 09?
Yes.
2009. Call me a liar if I'm lying. Omar, you were one of the curators at the Bowery. You were one of the Bowery Poetry Club, right?
The one that curate. Yeah, it wasn't I?
Call me a liar if I'm lying, Omar.
Urbana. It was Urbana.
Yeah. Listen. He's coming to the virtual stage. He has a brand new book. It's out for purchasement. You can't purchase it. All right. Yo, listen, coming live from his house. I'm not sure if he's fully dressed because he doesn't like to leave the crib, but he's going to rock these poems for you. He's one of my best friends. Give it up, everybody, for Omar Holman.
Yeah, we testing out my OnlyFans tonight because it's just dressed from here. Y'all tip well, you gonna see the gray sweats, you know. All right, Jive. How long or how many poems rather, or what is the time frame?
Keep the party going.
I wish you gave me more of a time frame than that. But all right. I haven't read a poem in a very long time. As you can tell, I had to like make notes on here to like see like, oh, we can hit him with this first, but like we'll just do what we do. So in saying that, we'll go with my tried and true opener, which is this poem here, and it's called, I'll admit it, I kind of jumped the gun on that one. In track and field, there's a rule regarding all sprint races that if the athlete moves within 0.1 seconds after the gun has fired, the athlete has false started. Learned that on Wikipedia. I am 8 years old. Dad is walking me to a friend's house. I tell him, I don't need you to do this for me. Looking back, it must be hurtful to hear such a verbal confirmation that I'm more my mother's son. Dad asks, if someone came after you, what would you do? I'd run. He then points to the park 2 blocks away. If you can beat me to that tree in the middle of the park, then you're old enough to walk by yourself. I accept the challenge. I mean, I almost tagged Patrick in tag last week, and he's the fastest kid in school. I got this. Dad said go, and no lies. You would have been proud of me, y'all. I was fucking gone. I'm up the first block already. Ain't even gonna look back. I know I'm good. It isn't until I get to the second block that I hear a something in the distance. It sounds like thunder, but there's no clouds. I realize it's not coming from above, but from behind me. I turn around, see my father, and feel the fear of God being put in me, realizing this is the first time I've ever seen this man run before. His form was 1936 Jesse Owens Summer Olympics perfect. Mind you, at 8 years old, I have no idea who Jesse Owens is, but I somehow now know, having seen this man, Barry Allen, towards me. I don't know why, but I'm thinking I still got a chance. I can see the tree. I have to be at least halfway. As soon as I turn my head forward again, I feel the ground shake. I look to my left. Dad was already beside me. He ain't even breathing heavy. You think the worst part of this story is that my father doesn't even acknowledge me as he passes me by, but it isn't. The worst part is that all I see now is him in front of me in a hot salmon pink colored button up, blowing in the wind, beige shorts, high socks, and flip-flops. This man smoked me in fucking flip-flops, man. When I finally make it to the tree, he doesn't smile or say anything, just walks beside me as if nothing happened. And for the rest of the way, I'm hoping that he doesn't tell Mom about this. That nigga smoked me in fucking flip-flops. To this day, I am very upset about that. I challenged him again when I was older too. He was like, "Oh, I don't have the right shoes on. I'm in dress shoes too. No, we can do this. We can do this." I'll imagine you guys laughing as I'm saying this because it's funny in my head. So now that I talked about my father, let's move on to my mother then. And ironically, we'll do this poem because I'm doing it in this order, which she'd be like, what the fuck? This poem is titled, I had to make sure I didn't say the title in the poem, like Romeo Must Die. Like, you know those movies where they're like, they say the title of the movie in the movie, sorry, Romeo, you must die. Was that not you? No. All right. Such is genetics. Every so often, Mom stops what she's doing, takes a look at me and says, you look like your daddy. In a manner that's playful, but with a hint of hurt, as if acknowledging an unspoken betrayal of terms I was never privy to. It's like we're on opposite sides of a two-way mirror. I see a reflection of my own and her face staring back at me, but she's on the other side staring at me and seeing my father. She'll either scrunch her face while pursing her lips in a ain't this some shit manner, or reflect back to when I was a baby and remind me yet again of my first word while thinking aloud, you know, you give them life. You bring them into this world. Feed them. Wash them. Watch over them. Bathe them, burp them. And what's the first word out of their mouth? Daddy. Then, like a broken clock about to be right for the second time in a day, Mom sighs a signature sigh, shakes her head, and says in a playful, defeated manner, such is life. I remember that ever so vividly. Since we're doing family things, and we'll get into the topic of this, allow me to introduce you to my nephew, who used to be a big dickhead. Now he's still a bit, he's a lovable dickhead now. He's 9 years old. He'll be 10 in September. I did not like this kid's guts when I first met him, and he didn't like my guts. So, and you might be like, oh, you're his uncle. I treat him like a little brother that I never wanted, and then I was like, all right, you can take this back. And I was really offended. My sister had a son. I was like, I was not consulted on this because I'm the youngest, and now he's the youngest, and now we all know he is now mom's favorite. So I was not ready to relinquish that title, but such is life. Do you see how I brought it back full circle? All right, so this is titled, while helping my nephew assemble an ice cream parlor and construction site for his toy city. Everything is all good playing with my nephew as he built his toy city until he said, Noah, now let's do the police department. Me, yeah, I don't really fuck with the police, so I'm gonna have to tap out on this one. What follows is a series of grunting noises that he's now adopted from me. When this occurred, I had no clue, but I'll translate. Noah, translation, help me, me, please been fucking up, my guy. I'm just, Noah, my niggas, I'm 6. You're really about to die on this hill with a 6-year-old trying to build an entire toy city. This what you're doing right now. We can do police reform and dismantle the systemic oppression in the marginalized neighborhoods afterwards, but shit, can you help me out here? These parts to snap in for this building are hard, and my fingers are fucking tiny, guy. Shit, man. Me. My nephew. Me. So the helicopter pad sticker goes on top of the precinct? Yeah. What? These are short poems too. Let's do that. All right, let's do this one since this is like, I just found out that having a book is like when you do a set, it's like you choose your own adventure. I've been going one way specifically, but I just found this other way that I could go. I'm like, oh shit, we could do this. Yeah, let's do this. We're going back to a running theme here, as you'll see. Follow me on this journey, won't you? This is called Proffer. In track, when running a relay event, the best way to receive a baton pass is to judge the distance of the incoming teammate. When they're close enough, the receiver will, you can tell it's been a while. Let's start that again. When they're close enough, the receiver will turn away and sprint forward. The passer may shout an audible call such as up or here, here, here to let the receiver know they're within passing range. The receiver will then throw an arm back, outstretched and high, palm underhand facing the passer. When the receiver feels the baton within their grasp, they will grip the baton and pull it into the stride. The passer will let go of the baton slightly before the receiver's pull. This must be done within the relay zone marked by a row of yellow triangles on the track, 20 meters apart. If the pass is not received within the zone, the team is disqualified. If the baton is dropped at any point, the team is disqualified. This event is where the idiom to pass the baton stems from, meaning to pass the job or responsibility onto someone. It is a gesture that's more crucial than simple. It depends on both teammates, like marriage. My sister told me of a time when she saw my father, who was then her stepfather, and mom, who was our mother, exchanging pet names with one another in the kitchen. Fondness, grandfather clocking between the two, back and forth. I only know a time when their pendulum stopped. And all I ever saw was them exchange distance. When I was in track and field, I did the 4x4 100-meter relay. I always ran final position on the relay team, the anchor leg. The anchor leg is responsible for either making up lost ground on the race leader or preserving a lead. I never had to make up lost ground. A few weeks after the funeral, my father calls and asks if I've enrolled in something about a 401k, already knowing I haven't. He's frustrated, but I think not really at me. So I asked, why are you so adamant about this? Because I want to go to sleep and your mother won't let me. She keeps coming into my dreams, telling me to make sure you're all right. I just want to go to sleep. I give the old man some clarity by reminding him that he and mom hated talking to each other. I assure him it's just in his head. Dad said we'd still call each other back and forth. Each time we did, we talked about you. When we hang up, I do what my father asks of me. Then imagine mom visiting dad that night for the last time, back in the same kitchen, walking 20 meters toward him, casually tossing the baton while saying, "Here, your turn." Yeah. Let's. Where are we doing on time, John? Because I feel like we that was a full circle there, perhaps. I don't want to,
I sent you the message.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I mean, let me check the documents.
Check the documents, man. You gotta check.
You know what I mean? Let me check the scope here. Let's do it. I should have been timing myself. Boom, boom, boom. I did not see this. Okay. Oh, it's privately here. I'll scroll up here.
Yeah, I sent it to you. They don't want to know what we're talking about. They watching.
They don't know what we're talking about. They
having a good time. You over here asking. Everybody's having a good time.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna because that's a file. Okay, things are happening right now. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna rock it out, and I'm gonna. All right. So
you got a Nintendo competition or something tonight. I don't know what you got.
Nintendo competition. I'll be playing Samurai Showdown on Twitch. Black Nerd Problems. We got a 5-win streak going on. Me and my wife will be busting my friend's Jordan Calhoun's ass, him and his whole family, unless they get us tonight, which might happen because I have not been practicing. So let's switch gears and do this poem now. All right. Pretty women love puns. During brunch with the woman I love more than my own life. This isn't about my wife. There's other ones about her, but this isn't about her. She knows that, sell these books how you can. She's down. So, all right, whatever. We're going back. That's funny to me. All right, so pretty women love puns. During brunch with the woman I love more than my own life at the time, and the siblings she protect with all of her own, she has taken a picture of all of us, herself included, and dubbed it the Breakfast Club. Where that would be enough for most, my love is not most, and an Instagram caption must be more than enough in order to do the most for the moment at hand. She's come up with punny brunch names for everyone, but is stuck on the coup de grace for her own. I assess the situation. She's wearing purple, which is my damn hoodie, which reminds me that she likes grapes, which makes me think of John Steinbeck's book. I ask if she likes crepes. Of course she does. They're fucking delicious. And then it hits me. I lean back in my chair, thanking the heaven above for this blessing, as an Holy Spirit's its way out of me. She knows I got something good. You're gonna want to marry me for this. And she replies, I already do. Tell me. I stare at her face lovingly. Then matter-of-factly, crepes a rat. Her jaw, a withdrawn drawbridge from amazement. I, knowing full well this is by far the best pun I'll ever make, smug as I've ever been, with arms spread eagle, asking repeatedly, how much do you love me right now? The words rush out of her mouth as a welcoming party of affirmation. As she hits post, turns to me, shows a pearl throne room smile, and says, I'd marry you on the spot. That ain't happened, but oh man, it was a fun time. Let's, in light of that, let's do. I always do that poem, so let's do this poem instead. I'll do this one, and then we're at 8:05. Okay, I think 8:15 would be a good place to. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. We will do that. 76. All right, so. A dip into Omar Holman's. Oh, fuck, this is gonna be. I ain't saying no wild shit, whatever. I don't give a fuck, man. Out here singing praises, son. So this is titled Colonization. She asks about my day. I tell her how a mosquito broke in while I was working, made itself an intruder before I made it a mural on the wall. She questions why I decided to kill it. I answer. She asks, have you ever heard Aziza Barnes' poem about killing a centipede? I thought a colonizer's thought, not I'm sorry or I shouldn't have killed it, but if I don't kill it now, how will I find it again? Her accent has this air of royalty that always escorts the point she's making. I stare at her matter-of-factly, then lovingly. Later that night, after our mouths had said all they could and our bodies speak for themselves, I head towards the kitchen, turn on a light, and see that a roach has infiltrated our Airbnb. I hear the royalty of her accent turning uncivil sour as she calls me by my surname and shouts, Holman, kill it! Timberland boot in hand, I'm about to rain down the Queen's justice upon the intruder. Then, mid-swing, I stop. stare at her lovingly. Then matter-of-factly, and I ask, but isn't this the colonizer's thought? To which she replied, no, that roach is the colonizer, and it must be stopped. Since we are going down this road, let's do this because we appreciate Black women. Dun, 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 dun. I have to get used to going to a table of contents. This has been a favorite poem to read because it is different. I just have to find the page that it's on. Ah, there we go, 67. There we go. All right, so this is for all the, for everybody going through the natural hair care struggle. All right, this is called the 4C complex. The hedgehog dilemma is a metaphor about the challenges of human intimacy. It describes a situation in which a group of hedgehogs seek to move close to one another, to share heat during cold weather. They must remain apart, however, as they cannot avoid hurting one another with their sharp spines. Though they all share the intention of a close reciprocal relationship, this may not occur for reasons they cannot avoid. The black girl dilemma, or sometimes the type 3A through 4C kinky hair dilemma, is an example about the challenges of white folks touching a black woman's hair without permission. It describes a situation in which a group of Caucasian strangers seek to satisfy their curiosity about said black girl without awareness or consideration for said black girl's feelings, existence, or well-being. Though the Caucasian will perform a dance of words to say their intentions are well-meaning, they cannot avoid the inevitable offending of the black girl. Though they mean well, making contact with the black girl's hair, however, will not occur for reasons they both cannot avoid. Now, there's no term to explain the occurrence of when a black boy and black girl explore one another's hair, but I came close to defining it in a bar in Brooklyn when I had been black boy sitting with black girl, the both of us attempting to water to wine ourselves from strangers to friends. And what better way than the decision to navigate her fingers through the soft of my forest, notice her mouth, reveal a crescent moon when she sees her fingers disappear into my midnight. I am sweating my ass off. I raise my hand, stop, then ask, may I touch your hair? Do you see what I did there? She replies, yes, you may. I feel there's something more to be said when a black woman gives you permission to touch her hair. No, art, God, yeah. And how do you describe this texture of God, this chorus of course, a thick quilted hymn? When a black woman gives you permission to touch her hair, it's a front row seat to so much sky, a crown of clouds that look like a succulent, no, a weeping willow, maybe a heart shaped to bloom in full. I don't have the words, just a calm of trust running my fingers around the summit of her hair. For us, we're exploring each other's altars. But I imagine to onlookers, the both of us, hair thick as quills, must look like two hedgehogs, admiring each other's spines. I am doing good on time, so let's get with the black shit. Yeah, get with the black shit. Whoa, what is the black shit? You're gonna see that black shit. 70 and 75. So I will, yeah, I'm doing good. So I think these are short. So I should be good to the 8:15 finish. Hopefully I have not bored all of you to death or anything. So this is called a spade, stay spade. Let's call a spade, not a gardening tool. We're first to calling something as it is. Speaking bluntly, without beating around the bush. For example, a black boy, 1 strike, a queer black man, 2 strikes, a queer black woman, 3 strikes, an unarmed black man, threat, an unarmed black woman, disposable, an unarmed black child, armed and dangerous, a well-dressed black woman, unsafe, a well-spoken black man, not safe, a well-mannered black child, still not safe, an angry black man, unjustified, an angry black woman, unstable, an angry black child, unruly, a black girl, too much, a black woman, not enough, a trans black woman, less, a black person, the setup and a joke, a black culture, the delivery of a joke, a black life, a punchline that's never not funny. Oh, he really used his voice for inflection there. Do you see the range? Because ain't nothing changed but the dot on the range. And now we will enter the blackest night of my life. The blackest night of my life. That's not the voice I want to use. The blackest night. Too sexy. I don't give y'all that until you get the OnlyFans subscription. I'm joking about that. Actually, it's really hard right now because it's like going up right now, so maybe I won't consider that shit. But anyway, the blackest night of my life was a Friday night on Frederick Douglass Boulevard in Harlem, sitting in a restaurant, enjoying the company of a macaroni and cheese filled skillet that accompanies my first taste of catfish and grits as Tupac's Ambitions as a Rider baptized the room in the parties where it be so packed. The most African-American night of my life was my first time in South Africa, standing in a room full of countrymen singing songs of their nation, word for word, by heart, as I just stood there, listening to my lover sing with her countrymen. I'm here in the moment, not alone, but alone, ashamed. The songs I know adhere to a different flag. American boy, stranger in a land that he should call home. Foreigner in a land that's for his own, but not his own. Where that atmosphere be so black. He made me laugh. He might have made me cry a little bit. And he's got this black shit going. Oh my God. Where can I get this book? Entitled, We Were All Someone Else Yesterday, with this, me and my nephew and the elephant, because my mom liked elephants. A whole family fucks with elephants. It's in bookstores and stuff, I guess. You can go on Button Poetry and get it, or like a bookstore and get it. I am not good at it. I'm just good at reading shit and doing art shit. We are at 8:12. I will do 2 more poems and then I will bid y'all adieu. Thank y'all all for being here as well and listening to this. Let's thank all our performers as well. Round of applause for them. Because I was like, we're bringing heat tonight. Oh, fuck. Well, let me just, it's not a competition, but it's like you respect the level of people are like, oh, fuck. You know a poem's good when you're like, why didn't I think of that shit? God damn. Like that's like the best compliment to a writer or a content creator, I think, that can be given. Where you're so proud and respectful and like you're so like happy for that, like you're mad you didn't think of it. It's like damn, that's genius. All right, so I will do 2 more and then I'll be on my way to beat ass in Samurai Showdown. So let's see what we got here. We've done this. I'm gonna banter a little bit as I'm going to 8:13. Eldorado, nope. Oculus, nope. Nope. Ah, yeah, we can. Yeah, let's do this one. This is nice. This is cute. All right. How am I supposed to explain regular human interactions between consensual adults to my kid? Noah, age 8. They've been together forever. Me, that's because they're dating each other. Noah, what is dating? Enter me. Shit. He's cornered me into being a responsible adult. Me, well, when a boy and a girl, or a girl and a girl, or a boy and a boy, or just 2 or more people like one another and spend time together on purpose. If it's a boy and a boy or a girl and a girl, that means they're gay. Me, yeah, which is normal. Noah, yeah. Is my hot dog ready? Me, yeah. Noah, how many girlfriends have you had? Enter me, I thought I was home free. Me, how many do you have? Noah, none. Me, all right then. Had a few. Listen, that boy is fucking, when he was 8, he was, yeah, I was helping him. He had his leg was hurt. It was in a cast, so I had to help him use the bathroom. And so I was cleaning up the bathroom while he was there, and he was like, so when are you gonna have a kid? I was like, what the fuck is that, bro? What, fam, the reason I'm not having a kid right now is because of you right here, but you are the greatest birth control ever, kid. Let's do this one right now because this poem is for my wife, and it's like, well, you're doing a lot of poems about black women. I know his wife's Indian. What the fuck is this? So let's do this. Yeah. So this is called For Those Who Need Both Hands to Lift Mjolnir. Mjolnir is Thor's hammer. My father's basement is a graveyard to everything I was. I'll say it plainly. Everything in Dad's basement is filled with my share of Mom's memories. I can't decide if all the artifacts make up a treasure chest or a mausoleum. Regardless, Tasha and I archaeology through the pieces that made up my whole before they became parts of a whole. I'll say it plainly. I kept holding on to all these pieces of mom. Now it's time to keep, it's hard to say it plainly sometimes. I kept holding on to all these pieces of mom. Now it's time to see what keepsakes I'll keep, because I keep everything well kept inside, but physically I can't keep everything unkept, as everything I've kept bottled up isn't keeping well. The irony is lost on me that I'm dishing this out of me as I'm unboxing dishes until I spot a jewel at the bottom of the box, this forgotten relic of my mother, thawed out of time, or cast iron skillet. Tasha is Australian Indian, meaning our culture gap is 2 oceans thick. I explain how a cast iron skillet is a staple of every Black household. Sometimes you don't even know how there's one in the house. It just appears one day and you accept it. Instantly, I remember mom cooking, lifting the skillet from the stove with one hand. Well, I need 2 just to hold it. Wonder if my negligence made it heavier, as the rust has spread thick as the cancer that took its previous chef's life. But Tasha believes the relic's still salvageable. When we get home, she turns my sister's kitchen counter into an operating table. Lady Macbeth's the spot of corrosion with steel wool before baptizing the skillet in the sink. Every time she pulls it out the water, she inspects it as if looking for a pulse of a memory, while my sister and I watch from the doorway, both too afraid of what this resurrection may unbox from us. But Tasha can't let dead things lie. For 2 nights in a row, she oils the pan and heats it in the oven. On the 3rd night, she calls me into the kitchen saying, "It's done." She hands the skillet over while smiling before telling me, "I hope you know this is mine now." And I'm about to argue that this iron is my birthright, but I don't, because I see how many hands she needs to lift it. One hand, she's very strong. I need to get my muscles up. Thank y'all for joining me. Let's welcome back your host of this evening, Stimulive, Jive Poetic.
Everybody give it up for Omar Holman, man. Everybody, am I muted? I don't know if I'm muted or not. Can you guys hear me? Omar, can they hear me? I don't know. Sometimes I be feeling like I don't know how to work computers. Okay, whatever. Look, one more time, everybody, thumbs up, emoji signs up for Omar Holman, please, everybody. Omar, thank you for doing this, man. I really appreciate it. So look, first, the book is available now, right? The link is in the chat window, right? So we just put it there. So make sure you support this. Make sure you support this. Omar, I gotta ask you some stuff before you run to your Nintendo.
Yeah, I got time. Sure, go ahead.
You gotta. Nintendo is Omar is the East Coast Nintendo. Forget about it. You know what I mean.
You know what's funny? My nephew is as of I think 2 years ago, he was 9th in the either the country or either the world or the country. I think the country. He was ranked 9th in the country at Beyblade. He was the 9th ranked, 9th best Beyblade player.
That's first off, congratulations to that. And second off, he said either country or the world. I don't know which one. He's the champ at it.
Yeah.
So look, Omar. So listen, man. First question, man. We've been locked down, semi-locked down for a few months. How have you been navigating this, man? What have you been doing to keep yourself?
I give this advice to everybody. I usually take a pillow, right? I wait for the hours between about 1 a.m., 3 a.m., and then I get in my bed, and then I place that pillow over my face, and then I just scream into that pillow. And sometimes the tears go down. The pillow might be a little wet, but that's what pillows are for. And I felt alone in that, but I also heard my wife doing it. She prefers to scream into the couch. She was like, ah! So that's how we manage. Actually, how I've been managing is we're working on a project, and so actually, what's funny is that I've been doing less content for the site, but the way I would manage is finding new ways to create content, which is what a lot of people online have done, and I enjoy watching that now. It's funny, human beings are shit, but they're also great, right? And when you back a human into a corner with a situation, they'll always find a unique way to make the best of their environment and their circumstance. Some more than others. Talk about the black ones and the ethnic ones. So it's been nice seeing how people create. And it's like, well, fuck, I'm stuck inside. So let me do this. There's a dude. I wish I fucking remembered his name. It begins with a K. He's a comedian, and he's been doing like TikToks on police immunity, and he's using comedy with it. And he even said, he's like, I mean, with the protests going on and things like that, it's in COVID and shit like that. they didn't want to laugh the traditional way. So I thought, well, let me talk about this thing that's on topic, and I'll make, not making light of police brutality, but like showing the idiocy of it, and how the system helps police, and how ridiculous it is. So he's done that. He's done things about like Medicare as well, like that. So it's really like a smart take on his comedy and shit like that. And also seeing people on TikTok and how they like use their content that way as well. So that's been like how I got through getting through quarantining and shit like that, man. Just watching other creators create. I'm like, oh, this is great. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Hey, look, I ask everybody this too. What books or writers do you suggest we check out? What are 5 books or 5 writers we should look up?
I wish you didn't answer me that on the spot, because I read comic books, Jive. So
give us the comic books. No, don't wait. No.
Actually, you know what?
Give us the comic books. Give us whatever books you think.
My favorite comedian has a book out called "Fuck Your Diet." Chloe Hilliard. She's the fucking best. Her and Ali Wong are my favorites right now. So that's a great book. What other shit am I? What am I shit? I mean, I like reading. I'm reading currently. I grew up on like comic books and shit like that. So seeing how people create stories and dialogue, that's how I write as well. And it helps me because in poetry, I don't really write like a lot of metaphor, or I'll do like an analogy or whatever, but I talk like I'm talking now in my voice, right? So what I realized, because I felt bad before, like, I should be reading more poetry and shit like that. But I realized, like, well, for me, my style is dialogue and talking and conversing and shit like that. And I like reading like Jonathan Hickman with X-Men, and he's like finally like Jonathan Hickman's writing X-Men right now, and he's fixed the X-Men. Like Wolverine, Scott, and Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey, they're no longer in like that love triangle. They're in a polyamorous relationship. And like that's how it should be, because they're fucking mutants, and like they have their own nation and shit, like Wakanda, like just for mutants and shit, and like they want to be separated from the world. Like he's writing shit like, yeah, like that's smart things right there. There's a woman, Eve Ewing is doing really great with Ironheart as well with her shit. But I'm reading Hickman. I like reading who else? Kelly Thompson. She was really good, a really good writer. She was writing Kate Bishop. Matt Fraction, the fucking man who took Hawkeye. And you're like, oh, Hawkeye, like he made Hawkeye put Hawkeye in fucking Brooklyn, made him the most street motherfucker with a fucking bow and arrow. Like this shit is hard. It was the best comic in Marvel at around 2018, 2017. Who else? Ta-Nehisi Coates, Al Ewing. And it's cool because like these are people that Ta-Nehisi Coates and Roxanne Gay, they are people that were outside of like the comic book industry, and they've come in to write comics. So it's like, fuck, I think like how great is that, where like these people whose works I might not have been able to read or I've heard about are now in the genre that I fuck with. N.K. Jemisin, man, she's writing the best Green Lantern I've ever seen in my fucking life. Her and Robert Venditti have written. Jeff Johns, he wrote some good shit too, but they've like really carried on the legacy. And N.K. Jemisin, she's based her after Janelle Monáe. And her whole thing is like, all right, she sent the police this place for a year where they can't, these citizens there can't invoke emotion, and they've been colonized before and shit. So she has to like really like live among the people. It's not like a white savior. Well, she's not white, she's black, but it's not like a savior thing, right? Oh, I'm going in. Like, no, I'm here. She's not policing, but I'm here as a mediator, an ambassador to keep the peace, because there's been a murder, the first murder in 500 years, and now she has to figure out like why that's happened, and also you're unpacking a mad trauma, colonization and shit from oppressed people. And we got black aliens. What? I fucking love it. I got to interview N.K. Jemisin. She was like, yeah, black alien. It's me. Of course it's gonna be. I was like, yeah. So like those comic writers are like, that's what I fuck with. And I mean, it's stories, right? Everything you consume is a story in a sense. Whether you're watching TV, you're watching anime, manga, you're reading a book. In a sense, you're watching someone or you're listening to someone tell a story. And so for me, comics is like, all right, that's what I resonate with. That's how I tell a story similar in my writing style. I was a lot of talking, and I know I was talking fast. I'm really sorry about that.
I know. Look, we know you got to get to the Nintendo competition.
Oh, no, we got time. That's me. That's how I normally talk when I'm excited or passionate about something. You know that. Like that was my normal pace. I will try to slow it down. I'm sorry. That's when I'm excited that it's fast.
All right, Omar. For new writers or young writers, when I say that, I don't mean age. I just mean self-assessment, however people choose to assess themselves. Yes. What advice would you give?
for new writers. Get on my fucking level, man. You see the shit I'm doing? I'm just fucking. When if we still did this? That was like an actual, like, what is like? Oh man. Okay. The thing I always say is, I use humor as an example. Two things. When you say you can't do something, when you say it enough, then you really can't. I had that problem with math, where I'm like, I'm not good at math. I was always bad at it, but I realized, like, man, I kept telling myself that. No wonder I sucked and always made like simple mistakes. Like, do not be afraid to go out of your comfort zone. A lot of that comfort zone for a lot of people is humor, and I hate hearing people say, I don't know how to be funny, or I don't know how to write, or I don't know how to be funny, or I don't know how to write funny. I don't know how to write humor. Why would you close off your range? And I always ask the same questions. We can do this right here. Who in here has ever told a joke or retold a joke from a comedian? Raise your hand. Who in here has ever laughed at a joke? Raise your hand. Everybody's hand should be raised unless you're just fucking dead inside. But like you've done this before. You know how it operates. You just never thought about it. And this ties in. So like, don't be afraid to like, really focus in on that. And it ties into this as well. The best thing as a writer is when you write about something. It can be something small, niche, or big, where you write about something that you think, man, only I might just be writing this for me because I think only I do this. But in actuality, a bunch of people do this. Like, let's say a simple pineapple pizza is too easy, but something we all do, okay, when Ellen used this, I hate to use her stand up as an example, but like when you get out the bathtub and you get out the shower and you're in that little mat, and then like fuck, let's say you forgot something on the toilet, or you got to go to the sink and you don't want to step on the floor because it's cold, so you do that little scooty thing with your feet on the rug or whatever. Like, you think maybe that's something I only do. We all do that. So that's the best thing in writing, where you talk. It doesn't have to be just for yourself. But you write and you're like, okay, this might just be something I do, but like it might be funny, it might be weird, whatever. But it's something I do, and you'll be amazed at how many people like, I do that too. I do that too. That's what I fuck with. I fuck with that. I do that too, and that is the best feeling. As a way of relating with your audience, right? That's what gets you to relate with your audience, and that's what makes your reader, your audience, really resonate with you as well. Like, that's the instant connection right there. Yeah, I guess another example of that would be I had a line in a poem where I say like, oh, when Ned Stark died, it was equivalent to hip hop heads losing Biggie Smalls. I was at a place in where the fuck was I? Missouri. And so it was a very white audience. Some black people were there. All the black people were laughing. I said that line because they know hip hop, right? Cool. Some white people were laughing because they know hip hop too. Other white people were just like, who is this Biggie Smalls? And then on the spot, I was like, or when Colorado lost John Denver. But then all the white people start laughing, and you see some black people laughing because they know who John Denver is. So like they're in that little thing, like maybe I only know John Denver because my mom really fucked with John Denver. Like, that's her. The best poet in the house was not me. It was John fucking Denver, apparently, with the bowl cut and everything. Man was a Mac. But like you see in that example there, it's like, okay, I know Biggie will resonate with these people that like hip hop, black or white. John Denver, I know will resonate with these white people or black people that like country music, black or white. So that way there are two people, there's two audiences satisfied, and the people that know both can be like, I know both those references. So it's an Easter egg. So if you only know one, that's fine. If you know both, it's like an Easter egg for you then. So that's an example of, and that gets people to relate as well. Hopefully that wasn't too wordy. Even though I know it was.
It was all in it. You answered all the questions. That's good. Omar Holman answers all the questions.
Right.
Listen, everybody, give it up one more time for Omar Holman, please, everybody. Also, give it up for Rico Frederick. Give it up for Sergio. Give it up for Sanam. Give it up for Derek Weston Brown. Give it up for the New Eurekan letting us be in here. All right. As always, I'm glad you were here. I'm glad we got to share this time. And we'll be back with more of these. Make sure you check out Omar's book. Omar, what's the title of the book?
It's called We Were All Someone Else Yesterday.
Yes, and they can get it online. They can get it at bookstores. Barnes & Noble's got it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I haven't really been there to see because, I'm inside screaming in my pillow.
Screaming in your pillow, screaming. Yeah, this is going to be archived for the future. All right. So,
you're going to ignore that?
No, Omar, I don't know if you know this is going live on Facebook right now. We can't undo live. Live happens, and then that's how it works. You can't undo it. You got a time machine. You got to undo it. The only way. That's it. Listen, travel safe. Everybody, Rico's gonna play us out with some tunes. Omar, put your poets, put your social media in the chat window so people can follow, so we can stay in touch, we can stay connected. I'll see you next time. My name is Jive Poetic. Good night, everybody. Peace.
I know my enemy pray on me, so pray for me. Tick, tick, weighing on it. I'm keeping down my body count. I'm finessing like a trap bounce, yeah. Cause every day above ground is a blessing. I done leveled up now, view panoramic. None of my fears can't go where I'm headed. Had to cut them loose, now I'm loose, break the levee, yeah. I'm about to blood on the center. There ain't a thunder gon' fall, gon' move tumbo. No, sinner, you condemn my life. Cause when we walk up in the club, I need them sirens going off. Then we can look up in the sky. The tears we cry, let us know that we alive, yeah. It give me goosebumps every time I throw up my diamond. Together we big time, and don't make me have to remind ya. I got my cup up to the heavens. Another night I won't remember. Promise this my move forever. Promise this my move forever, ever. Dresses dancing on the bezel. This kind of feeling unforgettable. Promise this my move forever. Promise this my move forever, forever and ever.
You heard that?
Forever and ever.
That's the sound of the price going up.
Forever and ever, ever at the Saxon Madiba Suite. Like Mandela, bumping fella on the Puma jet. Like we from Lagos, Mansa Musa reincarnated. We on our levels, that's a billion, 1,000 milli. First one to see a B out these housing buildings. I be feeling like Prince in 84, Mike in 79, Biggie in 97, 94, Nas, Ali, Kumbaya. No Kumbaya, just give me the Somalia. I'm on Latage, helmet on a jet ski. You know the vibes hit my head, forget I'm me. Oh my God, without the God and the XY, I'm afraid the whole game will be colonized. The marathon will be televised for NIP. The true kings don't die, we multiply. Peace.
I'm so unbothered.
In the place to be. It's about that time
for us to. Yeah, what you know about going out? Head west, red legs, TVs, all up in the headrest. Try and live it up, rock jewel, bigger truck, piece all glittered up, stick a kid, look at what? Jig with a cut, slip Chris, spit it up. Rock, get your nut till I can't get it up. I'm a big man, get this man room. I done hit everything from Cancun to Grand Tune. Why you stand on the wall, hand on your... Lighting up drugs, always fighting in the club. I'm the reason they made the dress code. They figure out what and why when I'm in my fresh clothes. Dresses I suppose, from my neck to my toes. Neck full of gold, but in my rolls. Rec shows, collect those extra O's. By the E, get a key to the Lex to hold. East, west, every state, come on, bury the hate. Millions, the only thing we in the hurry to make. Whether from the ex-friend, intellect, or bins. Let's begin, bring this BS to an end. Come on.
Bad boy.
Yeah.
You make me feel so good.
Bad
You know you make me feel so good.
Yeah.
You know you make me feel so good.
That's what we do.
Bad
Come on.
boy. I wouldn't change you if I could. I wouldn't change you if I could. I wouldn't change you if I could.
Throw the hands up. Throw the hands up. Ladies. Throw the hands up. Fellas. Throw the hands up. Hustlers. Throw the hands up. Busters. Throw the hands up. Oh. Throw the hands up. Boosters. Throw the hands up. Mac, you know how Mac come through on the club tip. Everybody real deep on the dub tip. Cop Chris spray the club on the dub tip. Cop Fritz who snub in the club quick. Told y'all real high. When I come you through, can try. If you want, you can die. If you want, we hit yours on the floor. Whole crew be wild. Chick back that thing up like juvenile. Man, my peeps come to spin a diamond piece. You know Mac come through. Line of freaks. Every chick on the hip, 9 at least. We hitting yours on the floor while you grinding freaks. Whole squad get it down like this. Whole squad buying rounds of Chris. Whole squad got their crowns on wrist. Whole squad got a pound of twist. Whole squad got a pound of spit. Guess the clown wanna flip. Mac never slip in the club. Told y'all 4/5 in the club. If you wanna draw, then the blood it can drip in the club. You know how I get in the club. You know how I be. All high VIP.
Send them all girls, them come, send the champion, them come. Make them know say till a man in the doctor now go done. Who can stand it better run? Now no time for give me bone. It's blood when you bought this loaded magnum. Well.
Yo, Rico, good job. Thank you, sir. Chris, you still there? Control room is gone.
Me mash up and swear say me junk. Me yarn and me crackers ice as and me
Rico.
Yeah.
All right. Yo, good job tonight, man.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, man.
Omar. Killed it.
Killed it.
Killed it. That whole conversation on comic books, I'm like, that's all I needed. Homework for the weekend. All I needed. Those poems are hard, yo.
It was dope. It was super dope.
Yeah. I didn't like the Transformers. I didn't get it.
No?
I didn't get it. That's why I was asking both of y'all. I was like, what did I miss?
About what?
The Transformers.
He didn't watch it.
He didn't watch it? Okay.
Omar don't watch it. I watched it. You didn't watch it? You like it?
I didn't get it.
What's it to get?
I don't know, man. It was slow.
They having a war on Cybertron.
I didn't.
The Megatron is trying to start a revolution. Optimus Prime is a dirty cop. He trying to find redemption. That's all you need to really know to watch it.
Yeah, I was like, all right, Bumblebee. I was